Here we see the ceremony on the court, which is the symbolic passing of the baton of this Final Four, which this year is in Istanbul, Turkey, and earlier this weekend was announced that next year, and possibly in 2014 as well, will be in London, England at O2 Arena in London, going to a big international city without a EuroLeague team for at least the next year. So London now has the baton. They'll be doing the Olympics this summer, so they'll be getting ready for the Turkish Airlines Final Four in 2013 at O2 Arena in London, England. We are getting ready here now for the second half of tonight's final, in which CSKA Moscow has taken control at halftime, 34-20. George, if you're Duda Ivkovic of Olympiakos, what do you want your team to show at the start of the second half?
Well, there's nothing to hold back, Frank. I mean, you're down 14 against a paper favorite, against a team that was built to win Final Four, the EuroLeague. So I think that you just have to tell the guys, hey guys, this is possibly the last 20 minutes of the season, so let's go out and play, have fun, and just do what we do best, just play together and attack.
Some changes from the starting lineups now at the start of the second half. AC Law and Kostas Papanikolaou in for Olympiakos, along with their starters, Vasilis Spanoulis, Pedro Antic, and Joey Dorsey, whereas the starters, four of the starters for CSKA Moscow are out there, along with Alexei Shved replacing Ramuna Shishkowska, who has 3 fouls. Teodosic, the first half hero, now passes off. The ball goes to Shved, working against Dorsey, gets it to Kriapa inside to Kirstic for a quick hook shot, so the beat goes on for CSKA Moscow.
That's a beautiful execution right there. Patience and a good position by Kirstic, close to the basket, beautiful hook shot.
Spanoulis out top for Olympiakos, gets it to Pedro Antic. He's got a mismatch against Shved. He goes in for a hook shot, and he gets the first basket in this half as well. The second half starting like the game started.
All right, good play on both sides. Pedro Antic got also close to the basket. He executed perfectly.
It's Kriap out top for CSKA. There's Shved on the wing. Oh, he fakes Spanoulis. Gets the ball to Kirstic, and another quick basket for Nenad Kirstic. He's piling up the points now.
And Nenad Kirstic is just making himself very big in that Olympiakos paint.
It's 38-32. He's up to 9 points. Spanoulis kicks it around to Papanikolaou for a 3. He knocks it down. Papanikolaou with another 3-pointer.
Look at Papanikolaou just squaring up and taking that 3 in the face of Andrei Kirilenko.
He hasn't missed a shot tonight. He's up to 12 points without a miss. Kriap working on Antic, trying to go around, but he gets bumped on the way to the basket. So a foul on Pedro Antic will keep the ball.
Good recognition there by Victor Kriapa. He faked the handoff, but then, of course, he has the speed advantage over Pedro Antic from the outside, so he just took advantage of that.
Second foul on Antic. Kirilenko to Teodosic, guarded by AC Law. 3-pointer by Teodosic, hits the mark again.
And I think that AC Law just has to do a better job of getting over the screen, because he got hung up there and he cannot give so much space to red hot Milos Teodosic.
4 for 5 from downtown Teodosic. Antic going to the rim, he's going to try to slam. Foul by Kirstic, but Kirstic was able to stop the shot. But what about Milos Teodosic? He's been a EuroLeague MVP with Olympiakos. He's trying to win the Final Four MVP trophy against Olympiakos tonight.
Frank, I just think on that last 3, he got so much room that you cannot do that. I mean, he has scored 3 threes in succession in the first half, and you cannot leave the guy open like that.
Looking incredibly comfortable, Milos Teodosic from downtown.
But you know how he's dangerous. He's got a mindset of a scorer, of a shooter from the outside, and if you leave a guy like that, if he's hot, open, you're asking for trouble.
Pedro Antic drops a free throw, but his team is behind 25 or 15 points right now. They're going to have a tough time coming back without a lot more defense on Teodosic. There's Antic hitting the next shot as well. Down 41-27, CSKA in charge. Time ticking away in the third quarter. Under 8 minutes left in the third quarter of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title game.
If Olympiakos speaks about itself as a defensive team, it's time to play the defense right now.
Kirilenko gives it up. The ball picked up by Papanikolaou. He's running with Spanoulis. Spanoulis is going to take a three-pointer in transition, and he hits it too. This thing's heating up, George, from downtown.
Look at that. Exactly as we said, Olympiakos needs to pick it up. They just cannot save anything for tomorrow because there simply is no tomorrow.
Teodosic in the lane, tries to pass to Kirilenko. It's loose and out of bounds. Last touch apparently by AC Loss. It'll stay CSKA ball.
CSKA is staying with it. I mean, I think they're just going to go to some simple plays like the pick and roll. They're just going to work the clock. And I think they should try to involve Andrei Kirilenko into the offense as well.
Teodosic out top. Still got the ball. He's going to turn around jumper off the mark. Rebounds free. Fought for. Picked up by Law. He dribbles off his foot and out of bounds. So a big turnover. Shved put the stop on that fast break and forced the turnover.
I can't help it, and I think that the injury from Friday is affecting AC Law because he is not as explosive and not focused as he was on Friday or the games before. Speaking about the playoffs, he was just absolutely superb there.
Alexei Shved, cross court to Kriapa, inside to Kirstic. Kriapa is going to launch from downtown, in and out. Rebound by Joey Dorsey. And ahead to Spanoulis.
Good job by Dorsey just keeping Kirstic out of the paint and now rebounding.
Spanoulis out top, goes to Papanikolaou. Law swings it back out to Spanoulis. He takes another three-pointer off the mark, going towards the corner, rebound. Doesn't happen, the ball goes out of bounds. It will be CSKA basketball.
I would like Olympiakos to move the ball a little bit better. The time before when Spanoulis was taking the open three on the fast break, that's okay, but right now on the set offense, I think that Olympiakos needs to send the players cutting through the lane a lot more.
I'm sure Coach Ivkovic would like to see some inside-out movement with the ball, but with the Steelers inside for CSKA, tough to get a pass in to put it back out again. Here's Teodosic, gets it to Kriapa, he'll launch another three. This one he rattles down. Victor Kriapa joining the three-point party and has CSKA up 44-30.
That was an important basket by Victor Kriapa because somebody else is doing the shooting from the outside and Teodosic.
Spanoulis out top, working with Dorsey. Goes all the way in and gets fouled by Kirstic. He'll be going to the free throw line, but the third foul and then on Kirstic, George.
That was a good attack right there by Spanoulis. He did it in the first half, Frank. If you remember, he just attacked Kirstic. Regardless, that Spanoulis is 1.93 and Kirstic is 2.12. I mean, what a gutsy play right there by Vasilis Spanoulis, but we've been seeing that from him all season long.
It's only the third trip to the free throw line for Spanoulis, and he's 2 for 4 so far. Misses another one, George.
That's a third free throw missed by Vasilis Spanoulis in tonight's game.
Very, very unusual for him. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second one, so he's 3 for 6 and up to 13 points. But his team is still down by the same amount, 13. Shved on the run. Shved's going inside, but he pulls it out. Kirilenko's going to toss up a three and knock it down. It's shooting time after Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final.
And if shooting was not happening for CSKA in the semifinal, it's the main facet in the game in the final.
This team is one of the best three-point shooting teams in the EuroLeague, ranked second with 39.2% this season, hitting 174 of them. So they can shoot the three. CSKA Moscow right now up to 6 in this game. Inside, Papanikolaou goes to Antic for a three-pointer. Up, off the mark, and into the hands of Kriapa with a big rebound.
Frank, if you combine the deadly defense by CSKA and their outside shooting, I mean, that's a lethal combination.
And we're seeing it right here. They're up 16 now. Kriapa with the ball. The Teodosic from deep, off the mark. Front of the rim, but rebounded by Kirilenko. Teodosic out top. They're going to run another play. Kirilenko has it. Shadowed by Papanikolaou. And an offensive foul in the lane. Looks like it'll be on Sasha Kahn, trying to make a screen for either Teodosic or Kriapa, but he gets called for the offensive foul.
I think Sasha just got a little bit overexcited there, trying to set the screen for the shooters.
Timeout on the floor in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final. We've got a 47-31 scoreboard. And while we wait for the action to come back, we'll take a look at our Inside the Game feature on Andrei Vorontsevich. 47-31, as I said. You see the FS Pilsen cheerleaders on the floor. Now we'll take a look at our Inside the Game feature on CSKA forward Andrei Vorontsevich.
Power forward Andrei Vorontsevich seems to fly higher every season for CSKA Moscow. From a little-used teenager who debuted in 2006, Vorontsevich has grown into a rim rocker, consistently wreaking havoc of CSKA's bench. Along the way, he raised their EuroLeague trophy in 2008, and this season became the player with the most consecutive seasons wearing CSKA red. Despite playing behind star veterans like Matias Smodis and Andrei Kirilenko, Vorontsevich has always found ways to improve. 4 of his best 5 performances in 70 career EuroLeague games came this season, and his flashy dunking helped him hit 64% of his 2-point shots, 4th best in the EuroLeague, making Vorontsevich a sure thing for CSKA fans.
I think for this team like CSKA, it doesn't matter which player scored a lot of points. Maybe you don't score, maybe you score little points, but you take the rebounds, help on defense, do a lot of hard work, just hustling all the time. I think this is the key for this team.
Third quarter action in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title game, 47-31. CSKA Moscow leading at this moment. And Olympiakos running out of time. They're going to have to make a move after that timeout.
They're going to have to pick it up. You're right, Frank, because it's only 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. And they are down 16. And that is not easy of a hole to climb out of against CSKA Moscow, who is defending superbly and is shooting the lights out.
And Pero Antic going to the free throw line for Olympiakos. And remarkable fact that we just saw on the screen, George, all the points of Olympiakos shared by 3 players. Spanoulis with 13, Papanikolaou with 12, and Antic with 6 before these free throws.
That is amazing. If you have only 3 players scoring all the points, that is not the greatest news, and it's going to stay that way because it's Pero Antic who is on the free throw line. He makes only 1, so it's a 15-point game.
And the free throws are starting to hurt Olympiakos. They're only 7 for 12 so far in this game. They can't afford that with this deficit they're facing against an incredible CSKA Moscow team.
They cannot afford any tiny mistake if they want to get back into this game.
Žižkauskas on the wing, gets it over to Kriapa, steps in for a 2-pointer off the mark, and a foul on the rebound by Sasha Khan, knocking Spanoulis for a loop. Ball will go to Olympiakos. 4:21 left in the third quarter, and George Zidek, he goes to the free throw line. It seems like drawing fouls against that aggressive CSKA defense is the offensive thing that's working now for Olympiakos.
Well, I mean, Olympiakos just gonna take any points they can get. There was a mix-up there around the basket, and Spanoulis just got there in the rebounding position, and Sasha Khan extended his arm and was called for the foul. So 2 free throws for Vasil Spanoulis, who has missed 3 free throws quite unexpectedly if you look at his average for the season.
Well, he missed the first one each other time, so he got one this time. George, he may be missing some free throws, but do you have any doubt that if there's one leader who can bring a team back under these conditions, it might be Vasil Spanoulis?
But Frank, he will need help. He will need help against CSKA. He cannot do it single-handedly. That is my opinion about this.
Kirilenko bringing the ball up and dribbles it out of bounds on the defensive pressure by Papanikolaou.
That's it right there. You spoke about Papanikolaou just giving a huge lift to Olympiakos in the semifinal, and he is very active again in this game.
We see AC Law favoring that hurt ankle. He's on the court. Let's see if there's much he can do against the CSKA team. Fredo Antic is a foul on the screen. It's an offensive foul, and it looks like it's the third one on Joey Dorsey, who's having a rough game in his first final.
This is very difficult for Olympiakos to take because they had a chance at a mini run right there.
Joey Dorsey with only 2 rebounds, 5 turnovers, and 3 fouls now, having it rough in his first EuroLeague final against CSKA. Teodosic, shadowed by Law, gets into Kidilenko. Kidilenko with a foul and turnover as Papanikolaou facing up to the MVP.
And he's
doing his job so far.
He's all over the place. He was chasing Kidilenko from the back just a moment ago. Right now, he just steps in front of him and just takes him on his chest and takes the charge.
Great job by the youngster.
Look at that right here. Andrei Kidilenko just goes into him and lowers his shoulder. And Papanikolaou takes the one for the team.
No doubt about it. Kostas Papanikolaou had the position, forced the turnover. And those are the kind of plays that Olympiakos will have to make if they're going to make up this 13-point difference now. With a little under 4 minutes left in the third quarter of the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final title game here in Istanbul, Turkey. Timeout on the floor with 47-34 on the scoreboard.
I'm seeing Kostas Lukas taking off his warm-up, so he's going to be checking in, I believe, for AC Law and also Kyle Hines, who's got 3 personal fouls. He's going to be checking back into the game. Frank, he's held scoreless so far, and he was a big factor for the Olympiakos team, especially in the playoffs, in a phenomenal success against Montepaschi Siena. He was just a player that they could have relied on.
George? All the Olympiakos players are scoreless except for Papanikolaou, Spanoulis, and Fredo Antic. Unbelievable.
So I should take it from the other way around. I just should say who scored some points rather than naming the players who has not scored, but it's the majority of them.
It's a longer list, those who haven't scored. Kyle Hines in the game, Kostas Lukas in the game. He's been a big playmaker for them during the season. Another 22-year-old for Olympiakos. And Georgios Princes is also in the game, so a bit small lineup out there for the Reds of Olympiakos. Spanoulis out top, working with Kyle Hines, trying to get around the double team. Goes to Slukas inside to Princes. The pass to Papanikolaou, and he loses the ball out of bounds with some tough defense, trying to make a wraparound pass, couldn't get it, and another turnover, George, for Olympiakos.
There was nothing there for Kostas Papanikolaou, but Frank, I think that one of the trio of Hines, Dorsey, and Princes just have to step up, Frank. If you remember the later part of the season, always one of those guys, or ideally all 3 of them, are just the main guys for the team. Frank, they need to come to play.
Teodosic crosses half court going against Lukas. So Kriap guarded by Princes. They go inside to Tsiskauskis. He's got a mismatch. And puts a shot down on the post up. Ramunas Tsiskauskis has CSKA up 15. 13 minutes left in the game.
That's a very smart play to post up Tsiskauskis against Spanoulis. He just has to take advantage of his size every time down.
Spanoulis in the corner to Princes. He drives this time, spins, tries to finish. No, gets it to Papanikolaou. Inside to Hines. The ball's loose. But Hines stepped on the end line. George, that is turnover number 18 on Olympiakos with still more than 12 minutes left in this game.
I mean, do you see how active the CSKA defense is? There is nothing. There are no holes. There are no weaknesses for the Russian team. They are playing the best defense I have seen this season. Any team play.
Absolutely inspired CSKA defense. They were the top scoring team in the EuroLeague. But they're turning on the D here in the final. Jamon Gordon in the game with the ball for CSKA. Gets a screen, goes inside, trying to go up over Hines, and he gets it in. It's now a 17-point lead for CSKA, 51-34, and it's getting tougher and tougher for Olympiakos. Here's Spanoulis. Moves the ball around to Slukas. Tries to go inside. Another turnover. It's all CSKA right now. Ahead to Sved for the layup on the break. CSKA Moscow taking full control with a 19-point lead in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague final. 53-34. Another timeout on the floor by Olympiakos. And George Zidek, let's remind people about the pride of CSKA Moscow.
I mean, Olympiakos just cannot find absolutely anything going right for them. They are trying to penetrate, they are trying to attack the defense of CSKA, but the inside the paint, it's so congested that they just have trouble getting the ball to their big man who could finish it. I think either they start shooting from the outside and they better start getting to it, because it's 19 points down with 12 minutes to go, or this game is over.
Well, they certainly have a better opportunity shooting, trying their three-point shots if they get them halfway open, because once they go in the middle, it's nothing but trouble.
There's nothing. Everybody's sagging from the weak side for CSKA Moscow. They are just doing a superb job of congesting the interior room around the basket.
I was going to say, to remind people about the pride of CSKA Moscow. This team won its first 4 EuroLeague titles back in the early, mid-60s, late 60s, and early 70s. Waited 35 years to win one again in 2007 in Prague, your city, George. Came back 2 years later, won in Madrid to get up to 6. They're tied for second place on the all-time list with Panathinaikos, who they beat on Friday night, dethroning those ex-champions. And now they're going to try to move into second place after they reached 8 EuroLeague Final Fours in a row and had their streak interrupted, not even making the second round last year. Come back strong and trying to close out this final. Slukas for Olympiakos gets fouled by Sasha Khan, so he'll be going to the free throw line. Kostas Slukas. That's about all that CSKA's given them.
And Sasha Khan, with his foul, is going to go to the benches. He's got a 4th foul, and Darius Lavrinovic is coming back to the court. And he had very good first half, Frank. He was very active on offense.
CSKA defense has just given up foul shots and nothing more lately. Slukas, a 91% free throw shooter, misses as well. George, this has got to be symptomatic of some sort of nerves or being out of sync on this team. Big free throw shooters are missing them.
I mean, I think here the experience factor also comes into play, Frank. Olympiakos is a very young team. We spoke about it on Friday. They have 10 new players, and maybe right now their self-confidence is just really being shaken up.
Little pressure on the ball. Mansadas back in the game to guard Jamal Gordon for Olympiakos. He stops and pops, however. Mansadas pulls down a rebound. Gets it to Slukas on the wing. Using the screen by Hines. Pass inside. Slukas to Hines. It misses right at the basket. Tough roll for Kyle Hines.
Right there, close to the basket. It almost seemed like the ball was going in, but it just rolled out on Kyle Hines.
Shved out top for CSKA. Almost loses it. Stolen by Slukas. He's on the run. Straight down the middle. Goes to Printez. His first fast break basket I can remember for Olympiakos.
In a very long time, and that's what Olympiakos is good at. The young guys just getting the ball up the court, running and attacking.
That's why this small lineup's on the floor. Mansadas fouls Jamal Gordon. They've got another foul to give here in the final minute of the third quarter with 51 seconds left. Olympiakos, they are already in desperation time, even though we have a whole fourth quarter to play.
Oh yeah, they're down big, 16 points against CSKA. That's not a good news.
Shved goes to Gordon across court. Back to Shved on the wing. Shved's going to take a running jumper and miss. Ball is loose. Shved fighting for it. And we'll see who the foul is on. Could be Mansadas from behind. No, it goes the other way. It's Shved with the foul on the rebound. That'll put Mansadas, I believe, on the free throw line.
And Janas Kazlauskas is upset about it because he is just gesturing towards Shved to come over to him and just trying to explain to him that times on CSKA side, they don't have to rush anywhere. They just need to take smart shots, open shots, because you already see that Olympiakos defense is scrambling, Frank.
Another missed free throw for Olympiakos, but in this case, it's not one of their great free throw shooters. Mansadas only 45% for the season, misses both. And the rebound goes to CSKA. Shved crossing half court. Just things that Olympiakos can't afford now.
Absolutely, they have missed too many free throws in the game, 8 right now.
They almost steal. They knock the ball out of bounds. Their small guys on defense are all over the place, but they're not taking advantage at the other end of the court. That ball stays CSKA possession, and each one from now on with a 16-point difference on the scoreboard and 20.8 seconds left in the third quarter. Each missed opportunity could be trouble for Olympiakos.
That's very costly, and right here you see a substitution to calm things down for CSKA. Miloš Teodosic comes back on the court and he demands the ball immediately.
Three-point try by Teodosic. He misses this one. He's been hitting them all night. Here comes Slukas the other way for Olympiakos. Mansalis, he's going to try a three. He's going to hit a three. He doesn't hit the free throws, but he hits a three-pointer on the buzzer. Evangelos Mansalis to give a little lift to Olympiakos, backward in 13, 53-40 at the end of 3 quarters in the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title game.
Well, it gives a lot of hope to Olympiakos. It's a 13-point game, so if you look at it technically, Olympiakos won this quarter by 1 point. So it gives a little bit of a lift, but right now it's 10 final minutes, you down 13. So I think, Frank, Olympiakos either plays the best game of the season or they don't have a chance.
Well, Mansalis with that three-pointer, sometimes that gives a psychological boost to teams because in the middle of that third quarter, CSKA poured it on. We're leading by 19, and just in the last minute and a half, it's been a 6-0 Olympiakos run to get it back down to 13. But they're going to, the way the CSKA defense has been playing, Olympiakos is going to have to get it to single digits before long if they want to have a shot at this title tonight.
Oh, they don't have to risk. I mean, you saw scrambling defense already, so I think it's just a matter of Jonas Kozlauskas sitting down his guys and putting the most experienced lineup on the court. And that's what I think we're seeing right there. It's Krepa, Teodosic, Krstic, Šiškauskas, and who is the last guy? Jaman Gordon. So that's a very experienced. You're putting Šiškauskas and Krstic back on the floor with Krepa. That's some serious experience, and these guys understand what it takes to bring this game home. Last 10 minutes.
Olympiakos coach Duda Ivkovic coached in 5 different decades from the 70s until now. He's got as much experience as anybody who's coaching today, and he has been using a small lineup. CSKA comes out for the fourth quarter with 2 of their big guys and some big guards as well. Do you think Duda, you see he's got small guys back out here again, he's going to have to take that chance, right?
Frank, I think that Duda Ivkovic is looking for anything that would work because he tried many things and nothing has been working so far. Only now with the run 6-0 at the end of the third quarter, something seemed to be working for Olympiakos.
Olympiakos will inbound the ball and get a chance to knock down this lead. Mansalis out top, working with Hines. Kyle Hines driving on Krstic, kicks out to Slukas. Slukas from deep, he rattles it in. Kostas Slukas has got it down to a 10-point difference.
And look at that, all of a sudden it's a 9-0 run by Olympiakos Piraeus.
The defenders on the floor, but Šiškauskas has the ball. They were trying to double team and knocked into each other. Jaman Gordon on the wing. He drives to the basket. He's surrounded. Hines blocks him and takes it. Here comes Slukas the other way. Olympiakos trying to get this down to single digits into Printezis. He makes his move inside, keeps it going. Hook shot off the backboard. It's down to 8, Georgina.
What a run by Olympiakos. It was a patented shot by Georgios Printezis. How many times we've seen that right at the jump hook in the season?
Olympiakos has an 11-0 run. CSKA led by as many as 19 in the third quarter. We're early in the fourth. They go inside to Krstic, and he dances a little too much. Another turnover by CSKA. Here comes the pressure. We hear the Olympiakos fans.
And the fans are coming alive, and so is Andrei Krylenko, who is getting off the bench. Right there, it's Nenad Krstic. Clearly a traveling violation.
So another turnover, and CSKA Moscow's up to 16 turnovers, George. Not like they've taken care of business entirely tonight.
Exactly. I mean, that's a high number of turnovers for such an experienced team. Let's see this heating up.
Slukas with the ball for Olympiakos. Printezis with a quick shot, misses, and fouls from behind on the rebound. We've seen him make those shots before, but not that time.
But I think he just hesitated a second too long. I mean, he wasn't sure if he was supposed to pass it or shoot it. And that split-second hesitation caused him to miss that shot.
But it's an 8-point game with 8:40 to play in the fourth quarter. So plenty of time for Olympiakos. Teodosic with the ball for CSKA. Gets it to Kirstich, who hands back. They swing it to Kriapa and to Kirilenko. He crosses, goes to the hoop, guarded by Keshel, and there's a foul on the play.
And I believe that's exactly the situation that Jonas Kuzlauskas was talking in the morning before the game. He said, if the game gets on the line, you go with your stars. And right there was an isolation play for Andrei Kirilenko against Keshel.
He's got inbounds and swings to Kirilenko again. It goes to Teodosic. Good job of defense by Mansadas. Teodosic still has it. He's driving, but he turns the ball over on a palming violation. Turnover number 17 for CSKA. And another chance for Olympiakos to cut the lead further.
Wow, what a momentum change here in the game, Frank.
George, at what point, at what score difference does the pressure shift very big to CSKA?
Well, I think if you get down to 5, this is a really open game.
Keshel from downtown! We have a 5-point ball game. CSKA 53, Olympiakos with a 14-point run. 14-0, and they're back in this ball game. We have a final. Teodosic from deep, missing, rebound for Siskauskas. CSKA keeps the ball, but they have the pressure now. 5-point difference.
That was a huge rebound by Ramunas Siskauskas right there in that possession.
Kriapa out top, guarded by Printesses. Tries to go inside to Kirstich. He misses it. Turnover number 18. For CSKA, and now the pressure mounts.
Frank, I'm not believing what I'm seeing. This is the young kids just completely turning the game around.
Timeout on the floor. It's Olympiakos with a 14-0 run. It started late in the third quarter, but with 7:24 to play, it's anybody's ball game. CSKA 53, Olympiakos 48, and you said it, George. The young guys and the small lineup has befuddled CSKA quite a bit. The defense on the ball by Mansadas is very key here so far. We've talked about it. The 22-year-old just turned 22, having the defense of a veteran, and he's making it show by stopping Teodosic and the first half hero.
Frank, just maybe this is the way to pay off Vasilis Spanoulis for the whole season. He was carrying Olympiakos the whole season on his back single-handedly. And right now they are making the run without him. So the ball circulation, attitude, absolutely nothing to lose. It's paid off big time for Olympiakos Piraeus.
George, it was 53-34 with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. That means in the less than 5 minutes, they have cut down 14 points from that difference to make it a whole new ball game, 53-48. Olympiakos came alive, their fans came alive, and as you said, Vasilis Spanoulis, who is their leader by far, maybe the biggest leader I've seen on any team, led them here, not on the floor, but he should come back now and do what he does.
Well, it's a big question. I mean, do you stay with the same lineup or you put back Vasilis Spanoulis? Right now we see the same guys coming out.
No, you stay with the same lineup now, but you know you got him in your pocket towards the last 5 minutes.
I mean, it's 7.5 minutes to go, so there's still a lot of game to be played, Frank. I mean, it's 53-48, and it all started, I don't know if you agree with me, with a little carelessness of CSKA on offense. They tried to play a little bit too much on an individual basis. Would you agree?
I would agree, and we have 7 minutes and 24 seconds of loud and wild action to get this going. Starts with a foul by Teodosic right away on Mansadas. First foul in the fourth quarter for CSKA. Olympiakos has dose. We'll keep an eye on the bonus. That's 2, so we'll keep an eye on the bonus situation. Mansadas trying to get across half court. Hand on the ball for Olympiakos, and another foul on Teodosic. Let's see what the foul situation is, George. In this game so far, we know that for Olympiakos, there's some foul trouble. That's number 3 on Teodosic, 3 on Siskauskas, 3 on Kirstich, 4 on Sasha Kahn, and 3 on Alexis Shved of CSKA.
And I mean, I see some frustration on Teodosic's face.
Lucas from three, he misses. And the rebound to Kirilenko.
That would have been a huge shot if he made that. I mean, he would have brought the house down.
He didn't hesitate at all. These are gutsy young players on Olympiakos. And they're led by Ivkovic, the oldest coach. Here's Teodosic from deep. He misses, the rebound's loose. And that's Lucas who takes it from Kirilenko. Passes ahead to Mansadas, ball's loose and out of bounds on Keshel. That is the risk of playing with young guys and having to come back.
That's exactly right. I mean, they fight their heart out. They put it hard on the line, but sometimes they just make elementary mistakes like that.
Three guys under 23 there, playing the fourth quarter of the title game. Kriapa out top for CSKA. Gets it to Siskauskas, turnaround shot on the baseline. Siskauskas settling down CSKA.
So valuable, Ramūnas Siskauskas in the final game. This is the third post-up that he's been able to connect on.
55-48 for CSKA now. Hines moving to the basket, gets it to Printezis, but a foul on the pass committed by Kriapa. That's his third foul as well, but at this point, it really depends who has four because everybody's playing.
It doesn't matter. I mean, that was a good foul, and he stopped with that foul, an easy basket.
Seems like they're giving the ball to Hines to drive on the bigger men and pass off. It worked for 1 3-pointer. It would have worked on that play if he wasn't fouled. Now it's Mansadas driving baseline all the way across to the corner to Keshel. Off the mark this time, Keshel, and into the hands of Kriapa.
I think right now it's time to bring Vasilis Spanoulis back on the court.
With under 6 minutes left, and CSKA up by 7. This is turned around into quite a barn burner after CSKA was up 19 with 12 minutes of play. They go back to Siskauskas in the post. He is fouled by Slukas.
That's such a difficult matchup right there because Ramūnas Siskauskas is not rushing anything. He's taking his time. He is watching if the double team is coming. If not, thank you very much, guys. I'm going to play one-on-one.
And here comes Vasilis Spanoulis back on the court as well as Kostas Papanikolaou. So some changes here at the end for Dusan Ivkovic, coach of Olympiakos. Teodosic inbounds to Kirstich. Tries to get it back and does. Kirstich loses it on the block by Hines. Here comes Slukas the other way. On the run, Slukas goes inside to Hines. Hines moving inside, spins, tries to finish, doesn't get it. On the defense by Kirstich.
He is just too small against Kirstich. Kirstich keeps his position, even though he's knocked off a little bit, he still keeps his hands up, and it's extremely difficult for Hines to shoot over him.
We've seen Hines finish games very strong. His team's now down 7. Kriapa on the wing, a foul off the ball. Looks like it was Vasilis Spanoulis running into Ramūnas Siskauskas. Looks like he took a shot to the nose or the mouth. See how he is, but a foul on that play.
I mean, nobody is saving anything. This is all-out war.
There you see, Siskauskas getting hit by the head of Spanoulis, trying to fight through a screen. Foul on Spanoulis. We see Mansadas come back in the game to replace Slukas. Missed by Siskauskas, rebound by Hines. There's very tense moments here as we come up on the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Mansadas to Printezis, to Spanoulis, to Hines, blocked by Kirilenko. Oh baby!
What a block right there by Kirilenko!
Teodosic to Siskauskas from the corner, in and out. Mansadas with the ball ahead to Papanikolaou. He doesn't challenge Kirilenko, pulls it out. Printezis to the basket, gets fouled on the way by Kriapa. He'll go to the free throw line. But George, I want to relay the conversation I had with Spanoulis after the semifinal. I said, that was unbelievable. And Spanoulis said one word, maturity. Here's the block by Kirilenko. Look at that. He just went up. You figure Hines didn't want to try to dunk it because he saw Kirilenko. But wow, what a reaction
out of this world,
by Kirilenko from the other side of the basket, getting that block. Printezis on the line, however, has a chance, drops a free throw, gets the difference.
That's the lucky roll right there. That's what Olympiakos needed. They missed too many free throws. We've been saying that all game long. Look at that right now, Frank. I mean, all those missed free throws.
Difference down to 6, difference down to 5, 55 to 50. Plenty of time in this game, 4:20 to play. And we have a final. It may be low scoring, but it is a lot of fun here in the Turkish Airlines League Final Four. Theodosis shadowed by Hines. He walks with the ball. Turnover by CSKA. The pressure mounting. And Olympiakos with a chance to cut the lead to as little as 2 on this possession.
To my taste, Milos Theodosic has done too many mistakes with the travel, with the early fouls. I think he just needs to calm down. He's the leader right now in this game. He's the hottest man. He scored three-pointers in a row in the first half.
Mansadas with the ball for Olympiakos. Goes to Printezis. He's working on Kriapa, turns, shoots, misses, gets his rebound, goes back, puts it down, and it's fouled! A three-point opportunity for Yorgos Printezis. It's 55 to 52, and George see that a 19-point difference just 8 minutes ago in this game. We have a 3-point ball game and 4 minutes left.
But look at the huge heart of Olympiakos, the way they are fighting. Did you see Printezis is just staying with his shots, fighting against 3 CSKA guys, huge guys, that is to say. I mean, excellent rebounder and shot blockers, but he stayed with it, he scored, and he has a chance to make a 3-point play.
What a rebound, and he fouls out Victor Kriapa, one of the top defenders. Misses the free throw, however, and Kyrylenko collects the rebound. Oh, baby.
That was just too much adrenaline. Printezis couldn't calm down for the free throw.
Sped for CSKA goes into Kirstich. He gets fouled going up, so he will probably go to the free throw. Let's see what the call first. And he will shoot 2 free throws. Then on Kirstich, both teams are in the bonus anyway, so every foul from now on puts them on the free throw line.
So free throw shooting, Frank's going to play a huge role down the stretch right now.
And free throw shooting this season, Olympiakos 73.7% and CSKA 78% as teams, but as we know, Spanoulis has been one of the top guys getting to the free throw line, so it depends who's on the court before you talk about team free throw shooting percentages.
I mean, I don't dare to make too many predictions in the game here anymore, Frank. I mean, it's been so unorthodox. If you have CSKA up 19, would you have imagined a game like this?
Kirstich makes the first one with a nice roll for him. George, do you think when CSKA was up 19 with 12 minutes of playing this game, there was any relaxation? I didn't see it personally. They were just playing as hard as can be. They did have some miscues, but I don't think they relaxed.
Hey, they just couldn't close it out, Frank. I mean, I said it. It started with little carelessness. Carelessness on offense is very dangerous and it's contagious.
5-point lead again for CSKA. 3:30 to play. Spanoulis with the ball, goes to Hines. Tries to pass out. It's a turnover. He had 2 guys to go to, but he was afraid to challenge the shot blockers of CSKA.
He was thinking about that block by Andrei Kyrylenko. He was looking out for him. Where are you, Andrei? I better pass it out.
So CSKA getting stronger after the big 14-point run by Olympiakos. Sped with the ball. Goes to Voron Sevic into Kyrylenko. Look at Papa looking out. Challenge him, but Kyrylenko puts it down anyway. It's now 59-52, and CSKA coming back on its own.
That was a difficult play there by Andrei Kyrylenko. He was able to handle it one-on-one.
Spanoulis out top, working on Sped, gets a screen from Hines, whips it with Mansadas. This is going to be Papanikolaou for the 3! Demetrius Papanikolaou in the face of Kyrylenko.
He is absolutely unconscious. That's unbelievable. Kostas Papanikolaou at 21 years of age.
Unbelievable, 59-55, 2:45 to play. Theodosic for CSKA, driving, he's inside, the ball is loose, it goes out of bounds. It is Olympiakos ball. Unbelievable defense for Olympiakos in this quarter, forcing turnover after turnover on. And here's the shot again by Papanikolaou. You got one of the best shot blockers in the world right in your face. I'll take that, says the 21-year-old.
That was the second time in a row just completely covered by Kyrylenko.
Spanoulis out top, goes to Printezis. to Manzanas, misses the three-pointer from the corner. They were going for the kill there. It's 59-55 still. Coming up on 2 minutes. Teodosic.
A huge defensive possession for Olympiakos.
Teodosic gets it back. Gets a screen from Kirstic, guarded by Hines. Kirilenko driving on Manzanas. Manzanas commits the foul near the basket. He had him until the basket. But smart play by Kirilenko to get to the free throw line.
That's when leaders come to play, Frank. Andrei Kirilenko is the undisputed leader of CSKA team, and here right now in the crunch time, he comes to play. 2 crucial plays in a row. Let's see if he can collect on the free throws though.
He's a 75% free throw shooter this season. Kirilenko is 2 for 2 tonight. And you said, George, those free throws from early in the game might hurt Olympiakos, and they are right now. They've missed 10 free throws tonight, while CSKA is now 10 for 14 on that first one by Kirilenko, opening up that 5-point lead again. He misses the second. The ball is loose, rebounded by Protezis. Gets it to Hines, but still just a 5-point difference, under 2 minutes. Here's Hines bringing the ball all the way up court for Olympiakos. Gets it to Spanoulis. Spanoulis gets it back, 8 on the shot clock. He's a step back three-pointer, Spanoulis misses. Papanikolaou in there with the rebound, misses the shot, but he'll be going to the free throw line. And before we see the final of this game, George, you have to say a star has been born at this Final Four in Kostas Papanikolaou.
But he's a warrior. Look at that, how active he stays. He gets the monster rebound and just goes back up, right back up. And all the shot blockers and the big players of CSKA. Kirstic was there. Kirilenko, he was not afraid. He is not afraid to take the three, take the rebound, just immediately attacking.
George, this is EuroLeague basketball at its finest, and you see the fans of Olympiakos and the fans of CSKA living and dying with every trip down the floor. They are on their feet like they've been all game. For this last 2 minutes, Papanikolaou drops the first free throw, 1:36 to play. He's got his team within 4 and can make it a one-possession game with this free throw. His team's missed 10 before this. Let's see if he can hit 2 in a row, which I think we've only seen once tonight from Olympiakos.
Truly a fascinating game. Unfortunately for Olympiakos, the troubles with free throw shooting continue.
So it's a 4-point game, 60-56, 128 to play. Stead with the ball against Spanoulis. Stead, one of the heroes of the semifinal. Looking for a screen, gets it from Kirstic, gets the ball back to Kirstic, hands off to Kirilenko, the ball is loose, tipped by Manzanas. He goes ahead to Spanoulis, inside to Protezis. Hook shot, Protezis. It's a 2-point ball game with a minute to play.
But look at that, the way they're attacking, it seemed like there was no fast break, and they put it inside, and a quick move by Georgios Protezis, 2-point game.
Teodosic with the ball, under a minute left. Ahead by 2 points, CSKA. He has it. Steps back for a jumper. Off the mark. Rebound to Protezis. Olympiakos has a chance to tie, down 19 late in the third quarter. There's 40 seconds left. Protezis inside. He's spinning, moving. He's going to take it. Blocked. Blocked by Voroncevich.
That was a key defensive play right there.
Protezis wanted it. Voroncevich stuck with him and made the big block. 25 seconds left. CSKA up 2. Difference on the shot clock of 10. They're going to play defense. Foul before the shot. As Teodosic made his move, he will go to the free throw line. Foul by Hines.
Frank, did he shoot big free throws against the semifinal game?
He missed 2 free throws.
Exactly. I mean, this is a carbon copy situation for Milos Teodosic. Is he going to make the 2 big ones tonight?
Teodosic has not been to the free throw line so far tonight, but he shoots 84% on the year. So with 19.6 seconds left, what a thriller. They may be defensive games, but they are absolutely thrilling. Teodosic knocks down the first one. It'll take a 3-pointer now for Olympiakos to tie. If he makes the second, he really makes it tough on Olympiakos.
This is the crucial free throw.
Teodosic off the mark. corral the rebound. Papanikolaou, Spanoulis with the ball. 15 seconds left. Sved going after him. The ball to Papanikolaou. He tries to shoot, but he got fouled before the shot by Teodosic. Trying to prevent a three-pointer with 10 seconds on the clock. Papanikolaou going to the free throw line. What a finish. It's 61 to 58. 10 seconds and a timeout on the floor. And George, we don't want to harp on Olympiakos, but right now they can't think about all the missed free throws because they're going to have to think about that all season if they don't start making them right now.
I mean, this is a crucial situation. They have only 10 seconds to go. They have 2 free throws, Frank. They are down 3 points, but I think they will go for 2 makes and they try to go for a quick foul. I mean, this is coming down to the wire. The best basketball on the continent is played here tonight in Istanbul in Sinan Evren Arena.
Unbelievable final. We had low-scoring semifinals, very unusual, low-scoring final as well. But you can't ask for any more drama than 3-point difference. And somebody on the line with 10.1 seconds left. 19-point comeback in the span of 8 minutes for Olympiakos. That meaning they were down 19, got it back to within 2. So they have a shot at winning this still with just 10 seconds left.
I mean, Frank, it's truly inspirational to see such a young team as Olympiakos go on the floor when the game was seemingly out of their reach and just getting back, just clawing inch by inch into the game and just making it here. 3 points, 10 seconds to go. What a game we've had so far, and I don't think it's over yet.
Not at all. 10 seconds is a long time, which is a 3-point difference. The 21-year-old Kostas Papanikolaou on the free throw line. The same small lineup out there for Olympiakos, and the big guys out there for CSKA. They're going to finish it. Papanikolaou with the first shot. And it goes down. He's got the lead cut to 2.
What a final game, what a semifinal, what a Final Four for Kostas Papanikolaou, Frank.
Couldn't be noisier in most EuroLeague games, but they almost hear a pin drop. Here he is again, Papanikolaou. He makes the second. It's a 1-point ball game with 10 seconds to play and a timeout on the floor. And George, it's time to talk strategy.
This is the chess of basketball right here. 2 great coaches against each other, Frank.
Let's look at the free throw percentages for the guys that were on the floor. For CSKA, Kyrylenko 75%, Kirsten 78%, Teodosic 84%, Siskowska 74%, and Sved 85%. So you got pick your poison if they're going to foul somebody out of those 5.
That's difficult really to say who you foul. I think that Kirsty's going to be out of the question. He's going to clear the court and he's going to run under the basket. So I wouldn't say he would be involved in the inbounding play. From the remaining players that you just named, I don't know. Maybe Alexei Sved, he's the youngest. Maybe his nerves will be unsteady. Yeah, but anybody's pick.
Kirsten has a 78% free throw shooting percentage. They got a chance to go for the steal before the foul as well, but they're going to have to make sure they get the foul if they don't get the steal. Let's see what happens with 10.1 seconds left.
And a quick foul too, Frank, because there's only 10 seconds, so they cannot gamble too much, just lose the player completely and not be able to foul him. They need a quick foul.
CSKA will inbound the ball on the near side at half court with Kyrylenko taking the ball in, guarded by Printezis. Kyrylenko won't be receiving it. You'll see who does receive it. And what, if anybody receives it at all. Let's see. Inbounds, 10 seconds left. 61-60. CSKA ahead and have the ball. The inbounds by Kyrylenko. Trying to get it to Siskauskas. And he does.
That's a good choice. Ramuda Siskauskas got very strong nerves. He's as experienced as anybody.
Manolis gets caught with the foul. Number 4 on Spanolis, and Siskauskas is shooting into the corner, into the end of the arena with all the Olympiakos fans. So if he makes these, he's got a lot of guts. Misses the first one. This means the Olympiakos could go for 2 or 3. There's 9.7 seconds on the clock. Let's see if he makes the second and who gets the rebound. Siskauskas misses the second. Olympiakos with a chance to win. The ball in the hands of Vasilis Spanoulis. Goes by himself. Gets it to Protasius. He makes it! Olympiakos ahead. 0.7 seconds left. 0.7 seconds on the clock. Yorgos Protasius on the assist by Spanoulis. Olympiakos ahead.
This is unbelievable.
61 to 62.
This is unbelievable.
Right to the court. Hines knocks out of
The team of
bounds.
destiny. The team of destiny. The team of destiny.
Olympiakos. Oh, Protasius. The biggest upset in years in the EuroLeague final. Unbelievable. 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 What a final. Look at them celebrate. Olympiakos beat us, the champions of the EuroLeague. Unbelievable. 19 points down with 12 minutes to play. Olympiakos turned it on, took the title from CSKA Moscow. Let them celebrate. They deserve it. The most unexpected champion of the EuroLeague this century. Olympiakos beat us on the buzzer by Georgios Protasius, assisted by Vasilis Spanoulis.
After a complete metamorphosis of the roster, amazing 10 new players. This team was assembled just during the season, even with 2 additions of 2 players, and they are winning the finals of the EuroLeague. This is just amazing. What we are seeing is history in the making. The young players just clawed back inch by inch into the game, and this is incredible. They are claiming the title in Istanbul in a fascinating fashion. Olympiakos beat us.
Unbelievable, look at them celebrate. A comeback for the ages, a title that nobody expected. 10 new players on Olympiakos this season, led all the way by Spanoulis. Nobody gave him a chance to make even the playoffs, let alone the Final Four. And here they are winning on the last shot of the entire EuroLeague season. George Seanet, you won with the underdog team in 1999. Žalgiris with the coach of CSKA, Jonas Kazauskas. But I don't think there's ever been quite a title like this one, except perhaps 20 years ago this weekend in Istanbul when Partizan won on the last shot as well.
I have never seen anything like it or been associated with. This was so inspirational. If you have a young team like that coming back from 19 points down, I have nothing to say.
I think we should hold the Final Four in Istanbul every year. 20 years ago, the last one, Partizan Belgrade winning with a shot by Sasha Djordjevic in the same manner. And now it is Georgios Protasius repeating history in Istanbul with the most unexpected champion probably in that 20-year span. Olympiakos Piraeus. We will come back for the trophy ceremony after we show you our player of the game video about none other than Kostas Papanikolaou. And here is how he became the player of the game. Kostas Papanikolaou, head-to-head with Andrei Kirilenko, came in and started playing strong. His team struggled a lot. He got some easy points early in the game, but he is a 21-year-old. Look at that dunk he had in the first half. He just kept charging hard, and even when his team was down 19 with 12 minutes to play, he came up with these huge three-pointer right in the face of the MVP. Made another and another. Kostas Papanikolaou, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 3 from downtown, and 1 steal. He is the player of the game. Let's talk to Kostas Papanikolaou right now.
Incredible game, 18 points, 4 rebounds. How does it feel? I cannot realize what really happened right now. I can't. We was 13 points back, 1 minute to the third quarter, but we say we gotta put our soul inside the game, give everything. It's the last 10 minutes, and at the end of of the clock says 61-62 Olympiakos. I cannot say nothing more.
We were amazed watching you play. We think a star has been born. Papa Nicolau, you were incredible. What was the key moment for you?
This team, these guys is my family. They give me strength, they give me energy, they give me everything. Okay, I scored the first shot, then I got confidence, and everything was easier for me after that. But all the credit should go to all this team, to all these fans that they are here tonight and helping us, supporting us. I cannot just say about myself. We bring the team all together here. We won this game all together.
Kosek, we're talking about your offense, but you did a great job on defense. You held Andrei Kirilenko, you got in front of him, took a charge. What is it like going against such a great player like Andrei Kirilenko?
It's very tough to guard him, I can say, because he's a great off-ball cutter, he's a great offensive rebounder. It needs 40 minutes full concentration on him, because even if you forgot yourself for 1 second, he will catch, he will do something, you're going to lose him, and you're going to create something for his team. I tried to be concentrated on him, and thanks God I held my team as much as I could.
Did you ever dream that this could happen? Olympiakos champions of the EuroLeague?
The truth is that I have very confidence on this team from the first day, but I never dreamed of something like this. This is the truth. I have to say the truth.
Enjoy it. You deserved it. You guys had an incredible season. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Star is born. Kostas Papanikolaou leading Olympiakos to the most amazing comeback title, perhaps in European basketball history. Let's now see what was our play of the game in this unbelievable final in Istanbul. And here it is. It had to be. 10 seconds left. Spanoulis makes his move. Goes to Prentice. It's the quick shot that put them ahead for the first time since the early moments of the game. And that is the only time they had to be ahead. Georgios Printezis with his patented one-hander, very quick over the CSKA defense to win the EuroLeague title, 61-62, and the Sinan Erdem Arena in Istanbul is rocking. George, take over. My voice is giving way.
I mean, if you look at this, this is a Cinderella story. This is an incredible story of a team that was on the brink of elimination even in the regular season. Then they went down to the last game against Galatasaray Istanbul in top 16. Then they went on to playoffs against Siena. They disposed of them very easily. Came here, Frank, and they clawed and fought a big battle in the semifinal just to play the most incredible final of any competition I have seen in my life.
First title for Olympiakos since 1997. First title for head coach Dusan Ivkovic since 1997, but could not have been more unexpected even by them. I asked somebody in the Olympiakos camp yesterday, I said, did anybody expect this to be in the final? And can anybody really say they expected this during the season? And the guy said to me, I'm every day with Vasilis Spanoulis, so that's my answer.
He is the ultimate warrior, the leader of the team, Frank, and I honestly believe this was the payback for his leadership during the whole season.
We are going to take a look at the trophy ceremony as soon as we can hear some voice. 68-and-a-half-year-old Duda Ivkovic becomes the oldest EuroLeague champion as a head coach, or as a player for that matter. He's one of the D's. We said he started coaching in the 70s, George. 5 different decades. He's been a head coach in Europe and has won every major title in European basketball. And now he has his second EuroLeague title, thanks in part to a group of 21-year-olds who he was like a grandfather to this season.
I mean, they just came on the court and played their guts out without any respect or fear of the situation. They were in a deep hole, but they just managed. But who else do you manage it with but the young kids?
Look at this, an unbelievable final game. In the early going, it was all defense. The first quarter barely had any points. It was 10-7, 24-13. CSKA took off in the second quarter, and by the end of the third, we're up 19. And now the other team is celebrating. Olympiakos Piraeus with the most incredible comeback in European basketball history.
Look at that.
Look at the winning, game-winning shot. But think of Spanoulis with the ball and the clock, 10 seconds to win the title. Presence of mind to dish to the open second scorer on the team.
That's the greatness of a player. And Duda Ivkovic said, this player can say, can distinguish when to pass and when to shoot.
And we see the very disappointed Andrei Kirilenko and the rest of his team. They played a fantastic season. We have got to give them all the credit they could possibly deserve for taking it all the way down to the last second. But they got ambushed by the same team that ambushed a lot of others and played every second to the finish to win this game. Olympiakos Piraeus.
Frank, truly, I think if you want to give a name to a team, if you want to say a team of destiny, this is it. Olympiakos Piraeus. This is my candidate for the ultimate team of destiny.
It is no exaggeration at all, George, to say that nobody on Olympiakos would have been talking about a title this season until perhaps they walked into playoffs. And that's when we heard Duda Ivkovic say, at one point in the top 16, the middle round, he said, after game 2 of the middle round, he said, I don't think this team can make it to the playoffs. It would be a miracle. But then he walked into the playoffs when they made it and said, I think we're the favorites.
Exactly. He was really doing a great job of taking the pressure off his young team. And what I love about what he said is that we had a lot of players. We have players from Europe, we have Greeks, we have Americans, but they all go into one direction, Frank. This is a very strong statement. He said this is a unique team, and he's been coaching many teams.
George, you've been in basketball for a long time. I've been following basketball for more than 30 years. I don't think I've ever seen a team go from small to unbelievably large over the course of a season as this Olympiakos team has done. And it was really, this game was a microcosm of their season. Fighting hard, but not enough in the first quarter. And there's the announcement of the MVP, Vasilis Spanoulis. Who else receiving the MVP trophy from Turkish Airlines EuroLeague President Hamdi Topçu, the sponsor of the competition, giving the trophy of the MVP of the Final Four. Second time that Vasilis Spanoulis has won this. First time was with Panathinaikos. He becomes, of course, the first EuroLeague champion to play for the two biggest Greek teams. He's got tears in his eyes. Vasilis Spanoulis was a father for the second time just a couple months ago, and he has been, the heart and soul is saying too little for what he has been for this team. Joey Dorsey told me when he got there in the top 16, he was there for 3 games, and Vasilis Spanoulis said to him, don't worry, Joey, you're going to take us to the Final Four. That's the kind of confidence he gave to a guy who just walked on the team in the middle of the season, and he just gave it to everybody, all the young guys, all the newcomers that led this team. That is why he's the MVP of the Final Four, as we see Olympiakos get their trophies one by one. Player of the game tonight, Kostas Papanikolaou. What a effort by him. Pedo Antic, 29 years old, in his first Final Four. He couldn't have been happier just getting into Istanbul. He's walking away a champion with the net around his neck.
What you said, Frank, Vasilis Spanoulis just never. This is the little big man, Kyle Hines. How much respect do you have for him? So many big guys he's outplayed. He went against, and he never backed down.
We saw Vangelis Mansaras, who's played defense like a veteran, another 22-year-old. There's Marco Keschel, yet another young guy. AC Law
playing injured today. Playing injured, Frank. Don't forget that.
Gave some minutes. There's Brintezis. He made the shot that won it all. Panagiotis Vasilopoulos, injured for the last little while. He's been around trying for this for a long time. Kostas Slukas gets his trophy too, another 22-year-old. Joey Dorsey raising the cup. I'm sorry, 2 guys from Panathinaikos and Olympiakos, but this man, Lazaros Papadopoulos, now wins his second trophy as well. And it looks like Duda Ivkovic maybe can't believe it. He said after the semifinal, what a surprise the way his team controlled Barcelona. This, an entirely different kind of game. They made the biggest comeback in European history. And look at the man, 68-and-a-half-year-old Dusan Ivkovic, the Dean of European Coaching, leads a group of strangers and kids to the most amazing EuroLeague title in recent memory.
Incredibly inspirational story. What Duda Ivkovic has done during the season, the way he gave confidence to his players, incredible.
Unbelievable story. Duda Ivkovic returning this season to Olympiakos after many years away, coached them to the first title in 1997, and is now there's Milan Tomic, who won in 1997 and is now an assistant coach. Christos Stavropoulos, one of the executives of Olympiakos, who's been there all along, getting his trophy as well. Just a lot of people who've worked a long time and had the faith and got this team in the last second of the EuroLeague season a championship that no one expected. There they are, raising the trophies on the podium. Olympiakos Piraeus going home to the port city of Piraeus, Greece, with the most unexpected trophy in EuroLeague history. EuroLeague basketball president CEO Jordi Bertomeu carrying it out, giving it to a trio of veterans on that team. Vasilopoulos, Spanoulis, and Printezis. There it goes into the air. The champions of the 2011-2012 EuroLeague, Olympiakos Piraeus. They are the champions.
They are deservingly the champions. Amazing stories written to the history of EuroLeague. Look at that. That's a celebration in Piraeus, Greece tonight, all night, Frank.
They are gonna love it down in Greece. They are gonna love it. They love it here at Sinan Erdem Arena in Istanbul, Turkey. They put on a fantastic organization to make this incredible Final Four, a 1-point final, a 4-point semifinal, and a 2-point semifinal. It has to be also the closest Final Four in history. And there you see the result, a 1-point win by Olympiakos Piraeus, beating heavily favored CSKA Moscow after coming back from 19 points down with 12 minutes to play.
That's a 20-point turnaround against CSKA Moscow, who was completely in control.
20-point turnaround after CSKA had held them to just 40 points in the first 3 quarters. Unbelievable. There's no other word for it. This is a dream come true for Olympiakos Piraeus. They believed, whether or not on paper anything was logical about winning this title. This is about faith, this is about leadership, and this is about a team believing in its coach and all its leaders and taking the EuroLeague title on the season's last second.
It just really showed that how much effort and heart you put out on the court. That's what really counts in a Final Four format where only 40 minutes decide if you do or die, if you advance or you go home. This is what happens. Effort, extra effort. And at the end, the momentum changed and Olympiakos just wanted it more.
We're trying to get a chance to talk with Coach Duda Ivkovic, but you see him at the top of the podium right there, celebrating as he should and as he deserves to. He wants to hold that trophy. Give it to him. Duda Ivkovic on the top of the podium, and there he gets it. Duda Ivkovic waiting for a chance to lift the trophy. And there it goes, the man. What a change of game he devised by bringing in a small lineup and just totally befuddling the CSKA, where they were so confident, so in control. CSKA Moscow, much bigger, much more powerful, but little by little, a 19-point lead dwindled. And in the final minute, they were able to get it down to 2. Big missed free throws by Teodosic gave them the chance not only to tie.
And look at that. I mean, there was nothing to. I think there was not much to left, and I think Duda Ivkovic was just trying things to find anything to get back into the game, and just played off 2 quick threes. One at the end of the third quarter and opened up the fourth quarter. We had a 10-point game, and all of a sudden, just momentum just completely swung in the favor of Olympiakos. Frank, let's not forget that Olympiakos Piraeus missed 11 free throws. 11 free throws.
And still won this game. We've got Johnny Rogers down on the floor. We're hoping he gets a chance to talk. to Dusan Ivkovic. We shall see in a minute, but right now they're cutting the nets. Look at the fans from Olympiakos in their whole corner of the stadium just ready to party. They're rewarded for all their faith and belief in this team. And Spanulis raising the trophy to them. What a scene here at Sinan Erdem Arena in Istanbul, Turkey. I don't think I've seen anything like this before in basketball, George.
This is really a special moment, and I know Johnny was a tough player in his days, but I don't think he's got it in him to wrestle away Duda Ivkovic from that crowd, Frank. I think we're going to have to wait some more.
Let's remind everybody that 20 years ago on the same weekend, the Final Four weekend, Partizan Belgrade in Istanbul had probably the next biggest shot closest to the buzzer to win the title. Another totally unexpected team. Twice in Istanbul, two completely surprise champions and two last seconds shots. There's something about this city that makes it incredible, exciting title games.
I mean, if you go back and you replay the Sasha Djordjevic shot, that was amazing, and this one is right up the alley. And then, Frank, that they say that the history doesn't repeat itself.
And we think we might have a shot at talking to Duda Ivkovic, the 68-year-old head coach of champion EuroLeague, new EuroLeague champion, Olympiakos. Let's hear what he has to say. Just 1 second. Johnny Rogers and Duda Ivkovic. Let's hear.
Ivkovic, just an incredible storybook season. You guys are European champions. You did an incredible job. When did you believe it was possible?
Look now, I think this moment is so high emotion. It's very difficult to speak. Even nobody here or players, committee, even the fans cannot believe it. Now what we done, let's say, in last 4 or 5 months. You remember our first game with Bilbao, low level of the basket until the highest level. We did a great job. I want to congratulate to all players, to all my staff, and for sure the main thing what we did is we brought the fans back. You saw that half of court was white and red, and this moment I'll deduct this victory to the fans.
It's an incredible story that 15 years ago you won the EuroLeague in Rome, but with a team that dominated. This year you have a young team, changed so many players. You did an incredible job coaching. I want to give you congratulations, but it was just an incredible job. It was our pleasure to watch you.
Thank you, Johnny. Look now, it is some history. I say always, yes, I was lucky with this generation of players. I want to congratulate them. Very short time, the growth is so much. But like it was before 15, or before 30, or 40, it means, and for myself, that I work hard together with my players.
I'm so happy for you, Coach. Enjoy it. You deserve it.
All the best.
There we heard from Dusan Ivkovic, the amazing coach of Olympiakos Piraeus. A miracle season, a miracle finish, a miracle title that he dedicates to the fans. There was the game-winning shot by Yorgos Printezis with less than a second to go. And the swat away by Kyle Hines to finish it. And the celebration, never before has a team so unexpectedly come and taken the EuroLeague title in such dramatic fashion as tonight. You saw Olympiakos Piraeus claim their second EuroLeague title, coming back from 19 points behind with 12 minutes to play to shock CSKA Moscow, to shock the basketball world with an incredible title to finish an incredible 2012 Turkish Airlines Final Four. George Zidek, we're watching the replays. We want to thank you, thank our fans for joining us. You know now what EuroLeague basketball is all about. Next year, it's London, England for the Final Four, and it could be better than this because it just gets better every year.
Frank, it's been a pleasure. It's been incredible, and I'm just so happy that I've been associated with EuroLeague this season. I want to thank everybody.
We'll say goodbye from Istanbul, Turkey, till the next EuroLeague season. Olympiakos, the champions.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague.
Turkish Airlines Euroleague. I feel devotion. Presented by Turkish Airlines, Nike, and Intersport.